show you how to recruit insurance agents on LinkedIn in 2024. Now, we're going to make it super easy for you guys. This is a step by step. Should take you about 20-30 minutes to set everything up and be on your way to recruit agents on LinkedIn. Now, I'm telling you, nobody is doing this. This is going to be a complete cheat code for you in 2024, especially if you use the kind of framework and script we're going to share in this video. So let's get going. First, we're going to talk about what we're going to cover: how to create a LinkedIn account, how to optimize your LinkedIn account for conversion, create a lead list, set up the message automation software, what's the best DM script that we're using that you can use, getting people to book on your calendar, and obviously making sure these people show up to the actual appointment, right? So as far as like creating a LinkedIn account, just go to linkedin.com and sign up. I'm not going to cover this because this is pretty basic. Most people already have a LinkedIn account. If you don't, just go and do it right now. Pause this video and come back. Then we're going to talk about LinkedIn account optimization, okay? Few things, very simple. Make sure you have a professional profile pic, a professional background pic, a professional bio that is tailored to the business opportunity slash offer that you're gonna have. Let's say, for example, I'm gonna go and target teachers to recruit teachers. I want my bio to say, I specialize in helping teachers create a second income stream, for example, so that when I send the message to the teachers and they read it and they go check out my profile, now I look like I'm the real deal, right? Also, make sure that you put in all the info, like, for example, you know, where you live, where you studied. I'm just going to go to my LinkedIn real quick so you guys can see an example of what my LinkedIn profile looks like. So it's complete, professional pic, professional background pic, location. You see the number of followers, where I study, where I work. So this is good. This is sufficient as far as LinkedIn optimization. Now, let's get into the actual juicy stuff, which is how to create a good lead list, right? First thing you're going to need to do is pick a niche of people you're going to recruit. Now, don't overthink this, but pick a niche that you know something about so that you're going to be able to build instant rapport with those future recruits, right? So think about past careers, passions, hobbies, maybe your spouse career. You need to also make sure that the demographic is easy to identify, and that you're going to be able to relate to them. Example, nurses, trucker, car salesman, welder, right? That's easy to target on LinkedIn by their job name, okay? So you couldn't do, for example, I want to go for sports fan because that's not easy to target on LinkedIn. But trucker, nurse, real easy, okay? And then lastly, which is probably one of the most important one, is you need to think about who's going to be successful in the role. Think about people that maybe have sales experience or education experience, or they maybe have large warm markets, so on and so forth, right? Some good examples are accountants, car salesmen, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, healthcare professionals, teachers, and there are literally hundreds more, okay? Those are just the first that came to mind. So, with that being said, let's go and actually create our ideal search list on LinkedIn. Now, you're going to go to LinkedIn. You don't need the paid account. Keep your free account. And let's say I'm going to go and target teachers. So I go for teachers. Now, I want to go for people, obviously. And I have 15 million results. So we're going to go to all filters and we're going to niche down a little bit. We're going to do second and third connections only. And then location, let's just say I'm in San Francisco. Okay. So I'm going to do people that are in the San Francisco Bay Area. And that's going to obviously reduce my list significantly. I still got over 100,000 people. So let me filter down even more. We're going to look at, okay, industry, education, and then profile in English. And let's just say title teacher on their LinkedIn profile, right? So that should narrow the list down. Ideally, you want your list to be like 2 to 10,000 people. Right now, I've got 14,000. We're going to roll with that for today. And this is essentially going to be my lead list for people in the Bay Area in San Francisco. Okay. Now that I've got this lead list, it's time to actually set up the message automation. So I'll just go to WeConnect.io, which is the software we're using, and you guys can sign up for your 14-day free trial. Obviously, I'm going to log in, but the sign up is super easy. Just put your email, create a password, and you're onto this actual website. It's charging right now. Give it a second. Okay, cool, perfect. First thing you're gonna do once you're signed in is you're gonna wanna connect your LinkedIn account. So go in the left side here, left menu, LinkedIn accounts, and go ahead and connect your LinkedIn account. So you're gonna add new, just put your LinkedIn email, LinkedIn password, your location, and your sleep schedule so that you're not sending messages to people during the night. And that's it, right? You've officially connected your LinkedIn account. Now it's gonna be time to import a lead list. So you're gonna go again to that menu on the left, go to My Folder, Saved Lists, and we're gonna add a new list. So I'm gonna just go ahead and delete that one real quick, which is an old list. And then we're going to add a new list. So it's going to say LinkedIn search URL. That's what we want to use. Okay, so you go here, and then you're going to go to your LinkedIn search and copy paste this URL right here into this page. And then you're going to name it. So let's just say teachers, San Francisco, or teachers, Bay Area. And today's date, January 31st. Awesome. I'm going to save and import. And this is going to take a few seconds. And good. So now the status is actually spinning. That means they are, the software is actually scraping this list, like downloading every profile, every information, so that we're going to be able to connect with these people later down the line. Now that we got this list, we need to actually create the campaign. So you're going to go to that menu again, go to campaign, right? Then from the campaign, we're going to create new or add new. Okay, pretty simple. And you're going to go to your saved list right here and pick teachers in Bay Area and then continue. Okay, so we need to actually call it teachers Bay Area. And the reason why you want to name this is because in the future, when you have multiple lists, then you're not going to get confused on which one it is. All right, we're going to click continue. And now we're actually going to create the automation. So step one is going to be to invite them to connect. Okay. Now, the best connection message that we've found on the hundreds we've tested is actually to leave no connection message at all. Because if you put the effort to put a connection message in, it actually looks like you're probably going to try to sell these people something, and therefore they don't accept it. But if it's just like a random invite, people are like, oh, it's just random person wants to connect on LinkedIn, like they don't want to connect on any social media. Let's go and accept it. So if not, then what you can use, which is the second best we found, is, hey name, I had you on my recommendations list for a while, probably because I work with a lot of, and obviously you would put your niche. So teachers looking forward to connecting with you. So this is kind of neutral. You could put this in there, but I recommend you don't put anything. Okay. Now, the invite is sent. What we need to do after is, if people have accepted the invite, we want to send a follow-up message 1 hour later. Okay. So the 1 hour later message is pretty simple. I've got it here for you. This is the template I recommend you guys use, which you're obviously going to tailor to your niche. But pretty much it goes like this. Hey, thank you for the connection. I see you're a teacher. I specialize in helping teachers create a second income stream doing financial education. Would you be open to a 15-minute phone call to see if we can make you more money? Woo, this is a no-brainer offer for teachers, right? So I recommend you guys do direct offers. Do not try to randomly start a conversation with a stranger on LinkedIn. That's really weird. LinkedIn is like a professional network. You want to go in and like go straight for the kill. Go be honest, be direct with people. They're going to appreciate you not wasting their time, and in return, they're not going to waste your time, right? So, direct offers have always outperformed any kind of soft, long conversation that we've tried in the past because people are not that active on LinkedIn. So, you want to send a message and they have something to reply to, kind of like if you were sending an email to someone, you wouldn't be like, "Hey, hi, how are you?" Right? That really doesn't work on LinkedIn. So, that's pretty much it. Also, when I say direct offer, don't be like, "Hey, I work with nurses. What does your day look like tomorrow or today for a quick phone call?" Because then there's no offer. You need to give people a tangible result of taking that call with you. Give them a good reason to say yes. Make it a no brainer offer. Okay. Now, if they don't accept the invite, what we're going to do is actually withdraw the invite. We're going to do it 15 days later. Okay. So that this way, yeah, this way, let's say people don't accept your invite 15 days later, you're going to remove that invite. So LinkedIn is not going to see, like, hey, this guy has 2,000 pending invites. This is really weird. Maybe he's using an automation software instead of manually sending those invites, right? So this is just good practice to keep your LinkedIn account healthy. And that's it for the automation. Super stupid simple. Okay. Of course, you could play with this. You could be like, hey, if they didn't accept my invite after X amount of days, like one of their pick. In my opinion, it's just not worth it. I like simplicity. Simplicity scales. So this is what we're using. Click continue, and you literally got your automation ready. Now, there is a rule on LinkedIn. You can only send 100 connection invites per week. They did that purposely so that people don't use robots and like invite the whole planet on their LinkedIn profile the same day, which would obviously completely destroy this social media platform if they did. So there is a limit, 100 connection requests per week, which is why you want to do 20 per day max for 5 days a week, right? Monday through Friday. And that's it. So this is literally how you set up the campaign. We're going to click continue and launch. And this is done, guys. It was literally so easy, right? Now, this is going to launch by itself when the time comes where it's actually within your weekly schedule of sending connection. What you want to know now is how you're actually going to be able to get those people that raise their hands and say, yes, I would like to know how you can help me make a second income stream. You're going to go and do what we call the transition message. Okay. You're going to copy paste this. You're going to be like, okay, great. I still have a few availabilities in the next few days. So just take 30 seconds when you see this to pick the most convenient time for you using this link. Okay. And then you're going to put in your Calendly link so that people can set up a 15-minute phone call with you on their calendar and on your calendar. Okay. So if you don't know how to set up Calendly, there is a video on this channel where I show you how to set up Calendly in less than 15 minutes. I'm going to link it in the description below this video in case you want to watch it. Or even easier, I'm going to link it here. So I'm going to also give you guys access to this doc in the description of this video. You're going to be able to go in the doc, click on this Calendly tutorial, and watch the Calendly video if you don't have it yet. Now, so transition message works really good. We've tried a lot of different transition messages. The cool thing with that one is like, hey, just take 30 seconds, really incentivizes people to make a decision right now, that split decision to actually go click the link and book the call, right? Because obviously not everybody is just going to book on your calendar magically, which is why we're also going to have 3 follow-up messages ready to fire up on 3 different occasions if people don't book. So let's say I send my opener and this teacher from the Bay Area is like, yeah, sure, I'm totally interested. Awesome. Send this transition message, nothing. The next day I come back, no appointment is booked on my calendar. First one I'm going to send is like, hey, Casey, I did not get any confirmation on my end. Were you able to schedule a time? Casey doesn't answer. All right, the next day I'm going to be back. Hey, this is a free info session to see if we can create a second income stream for you. Are you still open to that? Right? And then that very last and third day, I'm going to go ahead and ask Casey, hey, Casey, did you give up on this project? So this is just the 3 follow-up sequence that we've used that works really well. Like, don't do 10 follow-ups. 3 is the max, okay? And definitely don't follow up on anyone that did not show any interest on your first message, because that will look needy, right? There are people on LinkedIn that will do that. You don't want to do that, basically. Okay? You want to focus your energy and attention on people that have interest. Because remember, this is like a cold DM. They didn't ask you for that, right? So don't push the envelope too hard. And then lastly, when people book the call, you're going to want to confirm by saying like, hey, thank you, name. I got the confirmation on my calendar for this date and time. This is the, right, if you do a Zoom link, you'll do Zoom link. If not, you're just going to say, I will call you from X number at the appointment time. See you then. And that's it, right? Now, on your Calendly setup, if you have the paid version, you're going to be able to create reminder messages. If you have the free version, you're not going to be able to do that, which is fine. You still have the appointment booked there. And people do get an email confirmation from Calendly right away when you book. So this is literally it, guys. It is stupid simple. You can send 400 connections per month, without using any of your time using this software. Out of those 400 connections, maybe let's say 100 people will accept it, and then 10 people will reply, and you're going to be able to book 5 calls or 6 calls. Okay, so this is the kind of results you can expect from this platform. Out of those 5 or 6 calls booked, if you do 1 or 2 recruits per month from this free strategy, then it's going to be totally worth it. So hope you guys were excited about this video. If you like seeing content like this, then definitely join our free ABI community. Link is in the description of this video, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel so you're always informed when we launch new valuable content for you guys. So with that being said, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.